Go ahead.
Okay, so this is your insect video here. What I have first is Ephemeroptera. So Ephemeroptera, these are aquatic insects. So I'm going to get this little guy out of here. Can you see that now? It's a tiny little guy here. It's got 3 tails. The 3 tails are really important. That tells it's a Ephemeroptera mayfly larvae. I'm not going to give you an adult for the exam, so it's just the larvae. So this is a good example of that. Okay, and then we're going to go to Tricopter. I'm just going to leave the mayfly larvae in here. And I'm going to bring up the Tricopter in over here. Now Tricopteras are Caddisflies. They make cases. And I've actually got some cases in here, and it's probably going to be tricky to get out. But yeah, it's probably going to be tough to get out. This is a pycnopsyche. You don't need to know that, but there we are. It looks like a little worm. Can you see that? There he is. He's a little worm-like guy. And here's his case that he comes in. Okay. So this is the larval version of that. Again, no adult for this one. Okay. Alright, so I've got another caddisfly here. It's the same thing, so there's really no use of showing you multiples on this one. Okay, so we'll put those up in a minute. Up next, we need a dipteran. So a dipteran are your true flies. So I'll need that horsefly. I'll just take this box. So your true flies. Tell you what, we'll come back to dipteran. Let's do Coleoptera next. Coleopteras are beetles. Here's a good example of a beetle right here. Beetles have hard shells on their back. That's elytra that forms their first set of wings that covers their second set of wings. Okay. Then we have hemipterans. Hemipterans are the true bugs. I've got a few different examples of hemipterans. This is one example. Okay, this is a giant water bug. You can see it's got this triangular neck plate here. And then if you flip it underneath, you can see it has a piercing, sucking mouth part right there. Can you see that? It's the piercing, sucking mouth part. Now I'm going to show you a couple examples of this. This is another hemipteran here. This is a dog-day cicada. You can see again sort of triangular nodum or neck plate here. Flip it over and you have a piercing, sucking mouth part is here as well. That's one thing that all hemipterans have in common is the piercing, sucking mouth part. For instance, this is a wheel bug. Okay, so I'm going to pull the paper off here. This is a wheel bug. And you can see that it has the piercing, sucking mouth part as well. Triangular neck plate is there. This guy's got a cool little like saw blade looking thing on his back. But again, this is just a hemipteran. So we're going to come back to Diptera here. Here's a good example of a dipteran. This is just a horsefly. This is a black horsefly. They have 2 wings. Now, insects have 4 wings. This one does have 4 wings. The second set of wings are reduced halters down in here. It's really hard for you to see them, but they're little pressure pads. So if you see an insect with 2 major set of wings and then a set that's reduced into little pressure pads, that is a dipteran. Okay? So then up next we have got Odonata. Very good. So Odonata. So these are dragonflies and damselflies. This happens to be a dragonfly here. You can see the wings are extended outward. Damselflies, whenever they land, their wings will be laid together across the back in this angle. These wings lay out, they extend outward, so it's a dragonfly. Odonata. Okay, so up next we got the megalopteran. The megalopteras are the helgramites or Dobson flies. This is an adult helgramite here. Some people call these sandlappers. They got pretty kind of cool, neat little wings, kind of sandy, really powerful jaws. This is the adult version. They're an aquatic insect because the larvae are from in the water. So anyway, it's a megaloptera there. Then we've got a lepidopteran. These are pretty classic butterflies and moths. So this is a nice little example of that. You can also have caterpillars as well. It could be a caterpillar, it could be the adult. Either one is fine. Orthoptera is up next. So we've got a couple different examples of orthopterans. Orthoptera means straight-winged. There's 2 examples here. It's both grasshoppers. You can also have crickets and katydids. Those are included in Orthoptera as well. You can see the wings go together and they form very straight, powerful jumping legs. These guys belong to Orthoptera. Up next is Blattodea. Blattodea are the roaches. Here's an example of a roach. You can see The wings sort of lay back. They got the little barbed legs on them. You've probably seen cockroaches before. That's Blattodea. This one happens to be in a resin model. Okay, Dermaptera. I don't have an example of, but I do have a photo of one. So this is a Dermaptera, and this is an earwig. You may have seen these before. They got these little terminal pinchers on the end. They don't bother you. They don't hurt you. People are scared of them, but they're really harmless. So it's nothing to worry too much about. Finally, you have Hymenoptera. A couple examples of Hymenoptera could be this. Actually, so this is interesting. This is not a Hymenoptera. Okay, so this is a bee. This one is as well. Both of these are Bumble Bees. This is a velvet ant or a cow killer. It's missing its head. But this guy right here is actually a dipterid. And I can tell that because it's only got 2 sets of wings and a reduced pair and halters. But it looks just like a bee because this is mimicry. It's mimicking a bee in order for predators to leave it alone. It's a pretty interesting little thing here. And then finally we have Mantodea. Mantodeas are your mantises. So here's a nice example of a praying mantis. Okay, you can see the front appendages are held in a praying form. They're predators and eating insects. Okay guys, hope that helped.